original. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Now it's over to Bev.
Thanks, Mark. Tom Cruise's new film, The Last Samurai, showcases the battle that led to the demise of the samurai in the 19th century. While many say the ancient martial art is now extinct, some believe it has simply evolved. Well, joining us now is modern-day warrior Makoto On. He's come in today to show us a couple of things and talk about it a little bit. To begin with, can you tell me about your name? Because each of your names means something.
Makoto, I'm very lucky. My given name, my Japanese given name, Makoto, was given to me by my grandfather. And Makoto is considered the cardinal quality of the samurai, sincerity, or truth as it's often interpreted today.
Okay.
Kabayama is the name of a mountain where my family took its name in the 12th century.
So a true samurai. And I know you brought some folks here with us that are going to show us a demonstration in just a minute. But I wanted to ask, because people are talking about the movie, and the battle. Your ancestor actually fought in that battle.
Yes, my great-grandfather was at that battle, yes, was participating in the battle.
And then what happened after that, we referenced, of course, in the beginning.
Yes, I mean, it's a very interesting story. Again, it did mark the end of the samurai as a class. However, the impact of the samurai continued long after that, of course, in the government and so on and so forth. It was a long and complex process, and today, in fact, you know, that mentality still pervades. The hero of that conflict was later a hero, was in fact a hero. He was pardoned posthumously. A statue was built to him in Ueno Park in Japan, and he's still a national hero.
It's amazing, and your family came to Canada, and then you trained. I mean, you were trained by
That's correct.
your grandfather?
I started with my father, in fact. In 1974, he was a kendo instructor at the Takahashi Judo Club in Ottawa, and he taught me kendo. My grandfather, he mostly discussed with me the history and the philosophy of the samurai, and I think that made a huge impact on me. I was very lucky as a teenager to have that kind of role model and that kind of identity to keep me out of trouble.
You know, it's an interesting dichotomy because it's such it's a martial art, and, you know, it can be obviously violent to the end, but there's a respect that's inherent that runs through it.
What people forget is we talk about Bushido as being the way of the warrior, but the word war in Japan is a very different word than in English, where the English word war comes from varying or to confuse or to cause panic, whereas Bushi, the word bu is made up of the characters to stop the spear or to make peace. So it's quite a different interpretation altogether, the warrior as a peacemaker.
And it is very different, you know, than, I mean, obviously in the movies you could almost think that you pick up a sword and off you go to off somebody's head. But you've brought some folks with you in some of the stuff that you do with your trade. So if you can kind of show us a thing or two, I'll maybe step out of the way. It'd probably be better if I did that. But yeah, and if you can just explain what you do.
I did bring a katana with me. However, we will not be training with it today. As you saw in the movie, we typically train with wooden weapons. So I will draw some wooden weapons along here and go from there. What I'm going to do is I'll just give you a couple ideas
of how... You tell me how far back you need me.
No problem at all. What Sherman's going to do is, in a moment, he's going to feed me attacks. I'll just give you a a concept that we use from both Japanese swordsmanship and modern Jeet Kune Do concepts, and that is the way of intercepting. In this case, as he prepares to attack, I can simply step in and finish him before that can come down. Very simple. If he does it again, that wind-up, I have to step in before he initiates. Once he initiates, that'll still come down. It could possibly kill me, too. So it's a very extreme timing thing. On a very simple physical level, if I did this with my friend Burton here, all I do is, as he got ready to punch, step in and hit him. Very simple. Very simple idea.
Every day to get
We train every day. That's correct. And we do another similar motion might be using the concept from the blade of both evading, obstructing, and destroying. If he attacks again, I might just pass and slice through him. If this was to be expressed on a physical level from a punch, I might just step by and instead pull a leg up. So just to give you
each move has a counter move. Each move has a defensive
Every move has a counter. There's a counter for every attack and a counter for every counter. I think if we have time, what I'd like to do, Burton, I think is go straight to some brada, actually, a counter for counter drill. This is a drill which is used in many different arts. We train this art in Filipino martial arts. We train this in Japanese martial arts. What we found through history is that all martial arts, when you get back far enough, end up being the same. So we're just going to do a little counter drill. Now, this is not choreographed. We don't really know what each other's going to do, but it's not quite sparring.
But even with this, you have to obviously train pretty heavily so that you're not hurting each other in the
Absolutely.
process. Makoto On Canada AM, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
coming
having
in
me.
and doing the demonstration. It was great to have you. Very fascinating. Electro coming up on Canada AM, the smooth sounds of the season. Matty Duff jazzes up the holidays. I'm glad you didn't use the sword actually this time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.